So she begins to take you to the area east of the Grand Coliseum. Uh, the Red Bazaar dominates this area, and she takes you to the Hall of Gold. Broad rows and colorful merchants span across this area, many selling various meats, produce, trade goods. Not far to the south, arrive at Kaya's House of Repose.
Where is that?
One of the more
Where is that?
That is in the markets district, in the top. So basically, let me go ahead and show you where you're at. So basically, you guys are in this area.
Okay.
And she's taking you to this place right here, 18.
Perfect. Okay.
You get to. We got a Benny. Who was that who joined? Benny.
Benny-san.
Yes, but I don't hear him.
I think he's coming in. We're gonna say he's with you guys now at this point.
Hello.
Hello.
We're saying you're with them, Benny.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, to the Kaya's House of Repose is where you're going to go see Sagi Ran, one of the most prominent inns for travelers, and much more opulent than the last place you were. It's also rumor. The hideout of Sagi Ran. As soon as you enter, Nissa kind of points to a table where you see a man kind of in a bit of a stupor. He tells you, "You can't dash fish on an empty glass," he proclaims as he basically walks over, stumbling, and pours like a strong whiskey into 5 glasses and starts to like hand them out to you guys. "Drink!
Yes!
Drink!" he says.
Yes! Give me another. No, I'm just kidding.
Speak this language IRL.
I am like...
Who's drinking with Sagi Ren is the question.
Me! I drink with Sagi Ren. I drink. I down the whole thing. I'm like, yes! I just...
Yeah, I'm gonna like throw the shot over my shoulder, you know?
You're not drinking it?
No.
I'm drinking it.
What about you, Traiger?
Traiger will.
Alright, I need you guys. So basically, you guys get some, and the Goliath will too, I'm sure. So you guys get a little bit in, and this stuff is pretty potent. He kind of looks at you, one eye kind of peep-eyed, one eye kind of not, and at you, Aywin, and he's like, "What, you not thirsty?" He says.
Nice hiccup. Nice touch there.
Oh, he caught it?
Yeah, he caught it.
No, but I didn't want to be rude and insulting. I just don't drink.
He says, "Well, that's not very professional of you." He'll kind of say, as you see him like slide a little bit into his seat, like almost losing his balance completely.
My apologies.
He's gonna kind of whisper up at. Are there any Harpers here at all?
No.
Benny, what's your line? What are you?
I think I'm pretty sure. I got so many clerics. I'm pretty sure this one's Gauntlet.
All right, so he's gonna whisper to Traiger basically, but loud enough where everyone can hear. "I wouldn't trust a man who doesn't drink in my party." He's gonna say, "But to business, because that's what we're all here for, right?" And he's gonna look at you both again.
Right.
Like, yeah, business.
Yeah. Can I get another one of these drinks? This first one was good.
Get more poured for you.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell you what. He's gonna tell you, "Well,
I start to kind of dance a little bit.
I got a contact that you need to meet. His name is Dismar. He's part of the Itepka Society, you see. We need...
Dismar?
Yeah, Dismar. But, wait. Do you have the Dreamer's Amulet?"
Well, We got the part of it.
Wait, let me see, he says.
Right here?
Do you show him?
In front of everybody?
Yeah, that's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fine.
I pull it out of my
Drop.
pocket. And I show it to him.
Alright, so he's gonna be like, okay,
And I'm still
you got
kinda
the
dancing.
snake head, and you got the oracle eye, and you have the 2 half moons, right?
I thought we only had 1 half moon.
Oh no, you only have 1, he says.
Yeah.
Well then, I need you to go get the other one first before we go any further.
Well, where do I get that from?
There's a contact, he's gonna basically say, as he keeps drinking and he's getting like more and more slurred.
Hold on. Hold on. Tell me what's his name?
By the way, the other chick is like left by now.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. I'm busy dancing and drinking.
But she tells you the contact that you need to seek out is named, okay, he's going to tell you that you need to go find Screaming Wind. Screaming Wind is a member of the Emerald Enclave who has actually more pressing matters at the moment. And apparently there is a group of unknown evil that is coming upon the people of Malar's throat.
Okay. Well, I can do that.
And that he'll continue to search for the last, or find where the last correspondence for the last piece of the relic is, whilst you go help Screaming Wind.
So we need to go to Screaming Wind first, not to Dismar with the Takatmas.
Right, because you need the final piece to assemble it.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys begin to head out and you reach the outskirts beyond the city walls, where the terrain rises up against the ridge leading to Malar's throat. A pouring rain has begun to fall now as it's kind of cooled off a bit, but it's made travel very difficult within the jungle, as it's just super muggy. Also, as the rain begins harder and harder, it dashes any hope that the storm will recede anytime soon. You continue along the wet, muddy path while summoning the resolve to push through the heavy raindrops. The view of Malar's throat itself is astonishing and unsettling. A massive ravine runs along the entire area. Along the edge of the ravine are rows of small houses made of old wood and patched over, all of which have seen much better days. Nail rope bridges extend to one side of the ravine, then to the other. Similar homes skirting across opposite ridges. Several buildings cling to steep walls, which roughly ramp down to the bottom of the ravine. A cry for help nearby forces your focus to narrow, where you were barely making out a figure on the bridges. In the distance, fighting 2 winged humanoids. So let me show you where you're at real quick first. You're in Malar's throat, outside the city here.
Alrighty. Well, let's go figure out what.
And on this bridge, there is a humanoid being attacked by 2 winged creatures.
Okay, let's go. Let's go help him. Right?
Alright.
Do I know what the winged creatures are?
You can roll me nature.
I'll also roll nature.
Me?
Solid rolls.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm a stupid druid.
They all
His
are.
nature, really.
There we go.
Don't feel bad. Alright,
Here.
Sigi, they
got
are
me.
basic. They are petrodons, so large flying dinosaur.
Ooh, dinosaurs. Okay. Let's go,
Alright, so you guys are you guys like dashing out over there to get into the fight quickly?
Yeah.
You
I
know
can
it.
use my spells again now, though, right?
You haven't regained your level 2 spell, but that's the only one you've cast. I don't think you've cast any other spells other than a level 2 spell, right?
Right, yeah, but I can use them now that I'm not in the gauntlet thing, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Cool beans.
All right.
You know, pterodactyls, take them out.
So you begin to kind of move up. You guys are dashing up, and as soon as you get to the top of the bridge, like kind of working your way up the cliff face, you see that she's dispatched one of the pterodactyls, and the other one like kind of swoops off and flies throughout the ravine. You see a yellow-furred, green-eyed Texabi woman. She looks kind of. Her eyes dart all over as she sees you approach, and she says, "You must be visitors. Are you here to help or to sightsee?"
I'm here to help.
She'll introduce herself as Screaming Wind. Well, then I am Screaming Wind. You're welcome in the throat, she'll say.
Screaming Wind, I am Sigi, and you are exactly who we were looking for.
Oh, she says as she looks more curious and a little taken aback.
Well, we've heard that you are needing of some assistance here in Melar's throat, and we've come to help with your
Soggy
problem.
Ren sent it.
Yeah. Soggy Ren has sent us to help you with your problem.
Alright. She's gonna tell you.
It's like, thanks, Aywin. I forgot his name. I was like, we were sent to help, but I don't remember from whom.
Some dude.
Some dude. I was just drinking with him, you know.
She'll tell you that it was called Petrafolk. It was a mix between a dinosaur and a person. She's going to tell you that yes, she knows that Ren is looking for something called the Dreamer's Amulet. She doesn't know anything about it, but she tells you that there's been threats that are coming from the East Ridge that she needs help with dealing with. Basically is what she'll tell you. You guys can either press for more information or help her.
I'd like to. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to ask her to give me more information, but go ahead.
I was going to ask her if we could show her one of the half moon pieces and ask her if she's seen the other half moon piece.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
When you show her that, she's gonna look at it, and you see her eyes are going to like basically, you know, like how a cat's eyes get like really big when they see something that interests them. You know, like it opens up. Mm-hmm. Her eyes dilate as she looks at that, and she begins to shake her head no, and she goes, "That is not natural. I would destroy that if I were you."
What do you mean by that?
In what way? What do you mean?
She tells you she's seen many things in her life. You can tell like she's talking from experience. Like she's young for her tech savvy, but she speaks with like a insight, like a wisdom that you have a hard time placing. And she tells you that there's nothing will follow but death with that. There's something terrible about that moon-shaped metal that you have. You also notice nothing on her is metal.
Can I get her to like, I don't know, since we're both Emerald Enclave, can I get her to like open up to me a little bit more about that? Like, I don't want to divulge too much information to her, but I kind of want to talk to her about the death curse and why she thinks that half moon amulet will bring about more death rather than less death.
She says she didn't know that was associated with the death curse. And basically talking to her a bit, she starts to talk about like Ren and all of that. She tells you that Soggy Ren is wily, is how she describes him, and tells you that if he is in on it, then perhaps there is some good to be done with it. She has not seen the other piece, though. She'll tell you a little bit about where you're going. She tells you that basically there's been threats from the east. Foliage in recent weeks have become overgrown with diseased brush and blighted flora. It's expanding quickly and overtaking homes on the far end of the ravine. In addition to blighted trees and plants, several undead have made their way into the region. With the Citizens Brigade the only defense, it's difficult to keep the residents safe. On occasion, a group of Petra folk swoop in and to try to abduct locals. So far, they've been successful only a few times, thanks to her. The rescue party went in to try to some of the locals, and none have returned to go. She wants you to get something, or she believes that there's seeds of corruption that are causing this, and they may also be linked to the death curse. She wants you to investigate in the area directly outside of the city and find the source of the threat. She's going to offer you a 50 gold piece reward to complete the task.
That sounds like enough gold.
Sure.
All right, so she passed a couple of now abandoned shacks overrun by dark vines and thorny brushes. The area beyond this is a sprawling collection of massive.
Joel isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
frozen.
How,
Yeah, I lost him.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we lost
Yeah.
you in the middle of that. You just let us pass the vines.
Okay. So, thorny vines and brush, the area beyond which is a sprawling collection of massive trees and foliage, beneath a thick canopy shutting out what's left of the daylight. The rain, however, still seeps through the vines with ease. She'll tell you that just ahead is the area that in the jungle is the area that she believes. As you see that you guys walk up to an injured member of the Citizens Brigade and another guy with a short kind of drawn, looking around. She begins to speak to them in the local tongue. Shortly after, she looks back and says, "This man is injured. I will stay here and help him with his wounds and get him returned. You five carry on without me."
Okay.
All right. So the ground is damp and covered with brush and twigs, making very tough to navigate. The climate is extremely hot and humid right now. Who is in heavy armor?
Traiger is.
All right. You going down to light armor, or are you going to? There you go. All right, Traiger. You have a point of exhaustion. All right. So you guys come up to like an overgrown area, and you can see these vines are unnatural and let off like a purple flower that releases it looks almost like spores into the air as you guys approach them.
Can I roll nature and try and figure out if they're poisonous and what they are?
Survival.
Survival. Okay. That actually works better for me.
All right. Whoever Val is walks up and
Sorry.
rolls survival. And I'm only teasing. Yes, they are. You know that these release a poison that will cause you to hallucinate and could even kill someone if enough exposure.
Alright, well, I let everybody know that these are not safe and they'll make you hallucinate and kill you and shit. So,
I'm sorry, did you say they're safe?
they're not
Or that will
safe.
be safe?
Well, go
What
ahead.
was I
Go
gonna
ahead and
say?
try it out and see how much balls you start tripping.
I bet I could eat more than Sigi.
I'm not eating any.
All right, so you guys gonna press forward?
Down to do a warrior's dose.
Yeah, we're gonna
All right,
press
so-
forward
Yeah,
and
we'll
go
press
try
forward.
and try
So
and
you get to
avoid
an
them.
area where you look like you can either climb up over some of the vines, like some of over the larger foliage, or go underneath through like a giant tree has fallen here and has a huge log, which would give you a path to go through. Which way do you want to try to go? Over the tree using the vines, or through the log to get to the other side?
Usually I'd be down to climb, but I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And heat.
Aywin definitely chooses path of least resistance, the log.
All right.
Nope, my page reloaded. I'm prefer through the log too,
All right, so you guys begin to kind of push through the log.
but I want my decoy to go first. I'm gonna put a copy of me in front of me just in case. It's an illusion,
All right. It's what is it though?
minor illusion.
So it doesn't move though. It just like is there like a cutout, you know?
You can
I
put it
put it
down
in
in
the
the
log first,
middle.
then.
All right. So you put it in the log and nothing happens. You guys got light a torch and continue through the log to see where you're going. And it's like basically moving through a redwood. Once you come out to the other side, you hear like a shifting within the log as thousands of beetles begin to kind of come out and like basically look to cover you guys. Everyone, you can see like vines and stuff hanging in front of you. If you make a dexterity saving throw, you feel like you could jump to the vine and swing, or you can try to stomp the beetles, whichever one you want to choose. What are you doing? Sigi,
Are these vines hanging over anything, like a pit
No.
or anything? Like that?
just up in the air, like basically like jumping up and kind of climbing.
Ooh.
Oh no.
What do you
Everyone's
do?
rolled low, so I think I'm gonna roll high. Well,
All right, Aywin, what are you doing?
I guess I'm jumping.
All right. All right, so Aywin jumps up and like starts to, like gets a really good hops and gets way up and swings across. Unfortunately for Traiger, Sigi, and Varian, they are unable to do the same thing. As no damage is dealt to you, but these were like had some sort of like rot or something that you can kind of feel on. And you notice that immediately, as soon as you kind of let down, that your vision's now blurry, and you have like a dizziness.
Can I roll survival and tell what kind of beetles they were?
You could do that. Would be
Or nature?
I would say that'd be nature on that one. Yeah.
They're fun beetles.
Yeah.
How the druid got lower than... I'm a
Yeah.
shitty druid.
yeah, D20's a bitch.
They
roll
would
medicine.
think that they are basically trying to get to help these people out, and they're going through the jungle to find the where where he believes the seed is. And Tiffany, you make a dex saving throw. So jump up and grab the vines.
Me?
I'm gonna go ahead and fail you out on this one because you're no dex, so I'm going to fail you out. Yep. All right. So your vision's blurry too. So these beetles overtook you and blurred your vision. All right. So you're the only one who can actually like really see good right now, Aywin. Everyone else is kind of like, I mean, they can see, but does anyone here have a stigma? Ooh, gosh.
Does anybody have what?
Like astigmatism, or have like need glasses or anything like that?
I do.
For sure.
I have an
Kira's
astigmatism.
literally wearing some right now.
I have...
Basically,
That's
it's like how it is without your glasses on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh.
you can function, but it's
Oh.
rough.
Yeah, it's rough. I can't
Just so
drive
you
without
know-
my glasses.
Just so you know, you have
put it in
disadvantage on all Disadvantage on all perception and investigation checks right now.
Okay.
Alright.
To put it in perspective, I just took my glasses off and I literally can't read any of the words on my computer.
Nice glasses, nerd.
You have 4 eyes.
Alright, so you guys get to another place where you're basically in the jungle, and you can see large patches of those flowers that seem to be coming up. But you see that what's interesting about them is every other plant in the area seems to be like withering, and you can see there's like a patch that there's no way through except crossing through this.
How much are we talking about? How like what's the distance to get across?
Maybe 30 feet of it.
Well, I mean, like, sounds like we know what we gotta do.
Are these the flowers that let off the spores? I feel like we can like cover our mouths to try to like cover our face to try to prevent from breathing that stuff in.
Yep.
Oh,
All right, so you guys gonna cross? Perception tests from everybody. So you can go ahead and roll it one more time because you're at disadvantage. Same to Varian.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
It'll be up on the right hand and the.
No, where's my actual?
Hey, double 13s.
Thank you.
All right. So see, you got a 12, 13.
Got a 12, even though I got a +5 to it. Jeez, rolling great
Well, this is
tonight.
the disadvantage got you.
No, rolling great
All right.
tonight.
So, those who didn't get a 14,
No.
Me.
will basically you're crossing through it and you don't notice these vines slide around. They're very similar to the vines that you had encountered at the arena, as they try to grab you and pull you down into the flowers. I need everyone to make a. Actually, it will. I need everyone who failed that to make a Constitution saving throw. Varian passes. Sigi fails. It just paladins don't get anything. Yeah, saving throw. Click on the saving throw.
Where is saving?
It should be up in the top, a little to the right by the hit points. Or should be like
Just to the right of the dexterity.
I mean, her con check and saving throw with the same result.
dexterity.
Saving throw. I see it.
All right, you'll succeed.
Sorry. I didn't know where I
All
was.
right, so the only person to fail is Sigi. Sigi, you will take 1 point of poison damage.
Yay.
I could have been worse.
And
Yeah.
you now have the poison condition.
You got worse.
Yeah, it's got a little worse.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Alright.
So now I'm dizzy and I'm poisoned.
Yep. Alright, so the heat is blasting down on you guys. I need everyone, no matter what your armor condition, to do to make me a Constitution saving throw. Sigi good, Traiger good. Tiffany bad.
What was?
You have a point of exhaustion now. Yeah, that one. Red, that's exactly what that means.
It's like
Fabulous.
I'm poisoned and I'm dizzy, but I'm not tired.
They all
not
got
hot.
to be good. Hey,
I actually really am exhausted.
alright, so as you big guys kind of push through, after a couple of more minutes, you find your way to a worn path, but you begin to make way for the brush. It's marked by the rotted corpses of a few petrifolk.
Charming.
As you continue up, you can see two figures basically that are still alive that see you immediately as you round the corner, and they begin to scream for help. An elven woman and a Texabi male. Around them, you can see the strange vines making cages, and two or a few wooden creatures turn to attack you. Everyone, roll me initiative.